All right. What's popping in the good YouTube nation? How y'all doing? It's your boy Grape Drink, just chilling. We kind of got like a gloomy day outside. As y'all can see, it's kind of gloomy out there. We just posted up for today. So I went ahead and I grabbed some more. Things. I had a couple of days to think about what's going on. I had to wait for stuff to come in the mail as well. So I grabbed a couple of wire sets, a couple of amp wiring sets. I got the 4 gauge for the little amp, and I got a 0 gauge set for the bigger amp. Okay? And when I look at this shit, I'm like, God damn, I kind of forgot how big 0 gauge was. I haven't seen it so long. And for that little ass amp, I don't think I really need 4 gauge. I could have probably actually went with 6 gauge, but this will be good enough. This will do definitely the job. Now, how I plan to hook it up with 2 batteries in the future, I only need one of these from the battery in the front going to the back. But right now, there's other things to worry about in life, and cars and stereos is not one of them. So I don't know. How long it's going to be before I can actually finish investing to all this kind of stuff. But, whenever I can, I will. So we're going to go ahead and just finish, hopefully, the system out, what we got. 6x9s are still up in there. I haven't done anything. We're going to go ahead now, going forward, we're going to test the inside speakers to see if they can get a good sound with the amplified power. If they do, I'm going to run the door speakers off of the amp, which I'm probably going to do anyway because I just don't like the deck sound automatically. So I'm probably going to do that anyway. I'm going to start to run these wires. We're going to run both of these power wires. The remote wires. I might actually go get a toggle switch for the subwoofers just so I can have the power to turn them on and off, just so they're not always draining my battery if I don't want them to be on. Like, I don't always have to have subs on. So I'm probably gonna go give me a toggle switch for the subs. I have the RCA jacks. We'll go ahead and run the RCA jacks. We'll go ahead and run the remote wire. They come with their own fuse blocks. And yeah, so let's get started. Let's see how far we can go. I'll record what I can record. Batteries are a little bit more charged today, so I think we're good. So yeah, let's just get started. Boom. All right, guys, we're just going over a little bit of progress. I do have the mount. We are running them parallel, and parallel means basically you run positive to positive. This positive went into the speaker box and it's coming out of here. So I don't know if I've seen that. It's going into here. I have it coming out of here, and it will be connected to the positive of this speaker. Okay, which is a quick little what's called negative. This negative will go to the other speaker, and this positive will go to the other speaker. So positive and negative to the other speaker. The positive just jumped from this one, and the negative goes to the amp, and that's what this cord will be. This cord will go to the amp, and this cord will go to the positive. This cord will go to the positive side. Sorry about that. This cord will go to the amp, the negative side amp, and on the other speaker, this one will be the positive side. All right. Quick little update. Let's keep going. All right, guys, we got the other side. The other speaker hooked up. These two go to the other speaker. Remember, this one goes out to the amp. Positive, negative, negative jumpers over to the other negative. This one negative comes from the speaker. This positive comes from the speaker, which jumps over to this one. and this one goes to the amp. And that is parallel, y'all. Something I just learned, and I can't wait to try it out to see. Hopefully it produces some real good sound. All right, keep you posted. I'm gonna put it back into the thing and wire it up. All right, pow. Got it wired up. Positive and the negative. You know. A little bit of space up in there, not really much though. The speaker's all screwed up in there now. As soon as I get some help to put them in the car, I will. All right, let me see right now. All right, guys, time to run the power wires. I don't know where you guys run your guys' power, y'all's inlets or whatever, but mine is right there. So that's where I'm gonna run my power wires. All right, it'll start to look something like this. Right down up in there, like I said. And it comes out right there. Now we're gonna run that all the way to the back. Here, through the seat, through the back. I'll tuck that a little better. My little brother did that, he didn't know. Actually, I did that, but I definitely will tuck that better. Okay, but just a basics where we're going. I haven't put the door panels back on because we're gonna get the speaker wire through that little rubber thing right there. So stay tuned for that. So we're gonna continue to run the speaker wire to this wire to the back. All right, so I brought the power cord to right here. I'm gonna have to get some more cord. I'm going to hook the fuse block right there, and when I buy some more cord, then I'll run it to the power. So that's where I'm gonna hold my fuse blocks. Okay, just getting it kind of prepped and ready. I have to lift up the carpet and try to stuff that under there as well as possible. You know, to get it hidden as well as possible. And we now have it all the way to the back. All right. Next, I'll run the RCA jacks as well as the remote wire. All right. And we'll probably actually run the RCA jacks and the remote wire on the other side, just to not have so much on one side. So we'll probably only run those two power cords on this side, and we'll run these RCA jacks on the other side. All right, and the remote wire. All right, perfect. So I actually changed my mind, and I'm just gonna run this one power cord on this side, and I decided to run the other power cord on the other side. It's gonna be ran with the RCA jacks for both amps and both of the remote wires and the power cord. We're gonna run all that on this side, which I will tuck it. I just put it in there for now just so I don't have to hop in there if I can get someone to help me to put the speaker box in. You know, it's already back there, so that way the limited space that I have up in there, it won't matter. But yeah, it's gonna be much better that way. They're both coming out of there. I need to get that cleaned up over there. You know, get it kind of retucked back in there. So I'll get up in there and tuck it back in there nice and neat. But it's starting to get dark outside. So, you know, yeah. I'm just out here working, just doing my thing, you know. Still got a lot of wiring to still do and complete. Now I'm just wiring it all up in the car now, getting, wiring in the car done. I'll take the deck out now, probably tomorrow, and get the wires in the back hooked up. And then, like I said, up under the hood, and we'll see how much more of that 4-gauge wire I need, you know. But like I said, it's still right there, and it still was able to go through the back, tread that way, and go up that way. And look how much it still has. Let's see how much it still has. Actually, I didn't even pay attention to see how much it has. So it has about that much, which means it's going to come to about right here. It might not struggle to hit the amp, but we'll see. But if it does, I'm not going to worry about it, because what I'll do is, what I've already decided to do is, if I want to get it tucked very nice and neat, so I don't care how much of that I need. If I have to put the fuse under here and then tread the rest of the wire to the battery, that's fine. So I might run the next 4-gauge from here all the way up under, inside, and in there somewhere, I might go ahead and put the fuse, you know, because I want that 4-gauge. I want those wires to be hidden as much as possible. That's the reason why I'm only gonna have one over here, because I've done this before with the 0-gauge. You know, I remember. Can't really see. I had to cut a hole just to get it out. Oh, it's right here, but it's so dark you can't see. But yeah, so I have done the 0-gauge before. Just been a while. So yeah, that's just what we're doing. Getting it all wired up. It's not pretty. It's always a ugly mess before it makes sense. I put this right here because this RCA jack is longer than that one, and the amp will sit on this side right here. All right, so I'm gonna keep you posted. All right, go. All right, guys, it was all right, guys, it was no success getting the wire through from here through that thing so I can amplify the door speakers, but it's all good. I'm just like, whatever. I played with it for a little while, and I could not find it. It's just too much going on up in there. I don't know if you can see that too good, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start now wiring it up regular. We'll actually pull the deck up out of here now, get the RCA jacks and the remote wire, and I'll start to hide the wires under the carpet, you know. But yeah, we put the door panels back together like it never was taken off, you know. So that one's just a trash door panel, so that just needs to be redone altogether, and we're definitely gonna start working on that. Actually, I have a piece to actually my what's it called doesn't work, so I'll actually probably be replacing that here pretty soon, which I actually have that part right here. There you go. Yeah, on the driver, it's just like broke right there, so it's just not connected, so, or one of the sides, so yeah. So I will be replacing that in there and getting that one. As you can hear it, I don't know if you can see, it's like cracked, broken. It's broken on this side, so all the rest of them work. Yeah, just that one. Everything else works. It's my seats. Yeah, all that stuff still works. All right. So let's continue the wiring process. Let's finally get the 6x9s hooked up, and we're gonna go from there. All right, guys, this is the back of the deck. We're gonna get the RCA jacks in here and hook to these. Yeah, get the remote wire hooked in there. RCA jacks. Yeah, let's keep going. Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to give you a little update. All right, we're starting to run the 0 gauge wire. 0 gauge wire is a little pain in the ass to run. So thick, and the screws go in here, it's not gonna fit. So I'm going to have to get it to sit plus perfect. So I'll probably have to tape it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get it to fit plus perfect along this seam right here. Oh, I'm doing it with one hand. But, so, yeah. I'm gonna get it flush perfect with, the seam right here. We're gonna run it all the way to the back. We're gonna get this, we're gonna take this up, pull this up. We're gonna work the wire under there, get it through the back. Okay, so let me do it and I'll give you a quick little update. We getting it, y'all. Got it tucked up on the ear. Yeah, I am still tucking it under there. A little bit more, make it look a little better. What's up, guys? Okay, it's not professional, but it's really thick wires, so I got it in there the best I could. It is running through there. Okay, we're gonna run the other power wire to the other side because this one was just too thick to run them both on one side. But that's part one. We're gonna come back here and continue now and finish this out. And a pow. It's in there. It's there. I don't like that bulge right there, but you know, it's okay for just now. You know, it's not showing at least, you know. All right, let's get it back to the back. All right, guys, we got it all to the back. First part. Okay. So, as you see, and as you see, the other wire is going to be going to the other side. We're going to wire that up. And basically, what I'm going to do is, as soon as I get the other cable into here in the Amazon today, we'll put the fuse block right here, and then I'll run the rest of to the power. This is only temporary. In the future, I plan on having 2 batteries. So I'm just doing this temporary. If you don't want to run 2 power wires, what you could do is you can get a splitter. A 0 gauge to 0 gauge to 4 gauge splitter. And you can run it like that if you like, you know. So I'm just going to run it like this just because I am going to basically, I think I'm going to put a toggle switch on the remote wire. I'm not sure yet, but I just might. Just so I can at will cut the subs off, but I'm not sure yet. I might not need to because it has the remote inside. All right, so let's keep going. Let's wire up the second side. And this side will have the RCA jack to remote wire and the 4 gauge power wire all on this side. So I'll be able to kind of just lay them all in a row so they won't bulge so much. So hopefully this will be a smooth transition to the back. I'm hoping anyway. So I have everything to the back already wired up, so at least I don't have to do none of that. It's just about just laying it, and then we'll pull all the extra wire to the back. All right, so let's get started. All right, guys, It's kind of bulging out. I don't like that part, but it's kind of bulging. It was already broken before I started, but see all the wires up under there bulging. I can't get it to sit properly up in there, but it could be like that for now. I'll fix it later. Back, I could have done these a little bit better, but you know, this piece right here, it comes like all the way up here, so I really couldn't just go back here because it's like, and this is all one connected piece, so the best thing was to do to go before this screw. At least for me, with my level of skill. You know, I'm pretty sure with someone with a higher level of skill would definitely do better. You know, that's what I'm going to pay for in the future, because even I want that high level of skill. Even I want it to look like it came factory. So I'm gonna obviously have to buy all these parts new, but it's okay. All right, family, we went ahead and got the second side wired up. You know, I feel like it's not my greatest work, but it'll do for now. Okay, guys, this is where the bullshit comes into play. Russian, I had fried my amp, the little one right here, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck happened, so I had to try to figure out what the fuck happened, so I started to go back and run through my wires, and I figured out what the hell it was. Look what I did. Fucks my shit straight the fuck up. Look at that shit. Right through the positive. Oh man, yeah, that shit touched right through the positive, y'all. That shit straight touched the ground. Cold-blooded. Oh, that was my fault. Dumb shit. I got a new amp coming in tomorrow, so gotta wait 24 more hours. The power cord, I'm still waiting on the power cords to come in today, so when they come in, I might actually still finish hooking them up, so I don't even have to do that tomorrow. I started with one of these. This is the one I wanted to see what was going on, and yeah, fried it. So yeah, that was my fault. Stupid mistakes, but figure I'll keep it honest and try to help you guys from preventing you from doing something like that. Double check your wires, make sure there's for sure no screws. I used tape earlier, as you can see right there, to make sure that the wires did not do that here. And I just did not, I don't know how I did not catch that or see that or double check that. But yeah, that got me. So yeah, I'm gonna rewire that speaker down now and redo it and wait for tomorrow to come. All right, guys. All right, thanks.